In today's video, I'll be telling you the top 5 food which you need to include in your daily diet to burn the belly fat. Just before that, let's just figure out if your body has the excess fat or not. Now, we'll not get into the details of the BMI calculations. Typically, what happens, the BMI always it calculates the weight, not the muscle mass, and it doesn't distinguish, in fact, between the muscle mass and the fat. So, I'm going to tell you a very, very simple test which you can do at your home itself, and that can help you to understand if you have the excess belly fat or not. And for this, what you need to do is just early morning, just before having the breakfast, you need to do this test. So this test is very simple. It is known as WHR. We call it waist to hip ratio. So for this, get an inch tape, right? And in the early morning, just take a measurement around your navel. And after that, you need to take a measurement around the widest part of your hip. And once you do that, these two measurements, just divide your waist measurement with your hip measurement. And if you see if a male and your measurement is around, say, zero point 0.9, more than 0.9 in fact, and if you're a female and your measurement of the ratio is more than 0.85, that means your body has excess belly fat. You are typically an overweight or in the obese category. Now, when you have this excess belly fat, it means that you have excess visceral fat. The visceral fat is essentially the more active, metabolically active fat. It is a fat around your internal organs, right? The liver, the kidney, the intestine, and everything. And this is the visceral fat. Typically, it creates, it's a huge risk for the any kind of chronic lifestyle disease. For example, the type 2 diabetes, the blood pressure, fatty liver, Alzheimer's, and cancer, and so many things. Hello all, welcome to my channel. This is Jagan here, and in Fume we have transformed over 4,000 plus people, and we exactly know what it takes to lose your belly fat and transform your health. And today's video, I'll be telling you those 5 food item which you need to include in your day-to-day life so that you can see some magic happening in your overall losing fat. And before just to take it further, I would like to understand. I like you to understand, in fact, the science of fat loss, which is most people are not aware about. See, most people, what they think that, typically we have to cut down on the diet. We need to follow a very strict diet and reduce our food intake so that we can lose fat. But, typically what happens when you reduce your diet, for example, if you stop eating for next 10 days, 15 days, it's all right, you can do that, but essentially you lose that muscle mass. And moreover, after this 15-20 days over, most of the time when you not only that you lose the muscle mass, you also lose the focus, you lose the energy. Then what happens, typically once you're out of the plant after 15-20 days, you see the willpower is slowly getting over, and at the end, what happens, you're getting back to the old habits. Now think about it, your weight loss is not going to be sustainable, and 95% of the diet plans fail, people fail diets. And one thing I'd like to tell you, and I tell many people, that do not chase weight loss. In fact, focus on improving your health, because when you improve your health, that typically the weight loss or fat loss is just going to be a byproduct. Now, to improve your health, you essentially don't need to reduce the quantity of the food, because that's not going to be sustainable. Rather, what you need to focus is increasing the quality of the food. Now, most people think that to increase the quality, I have to really follow some kind of superfood, some kind of organic, and some foods are not easily available. But that's not the thing. I'll be telling you, you just have to understand the food items I'm going to tell you are really available in everybody's home. And to increase this quality of this food, you have to just select those kind of foods specifically who are increasing your satiety. Typically, the foods which are highly nutrition dense food. These are the food which are typically what happens with this kind of food, which are more they are nutrient dense food. These take more space in your stomach, and this is a beauty, because they increase the satiety. And essentially, once your satiety will increase, what happens, you will not be overeating, because there is not enough space to eat anymore, right? And any kind of food, I'm telling you, which is rich in protein or fiber or water, typically increase the satiety level. Now, let's talk about all the top 5 food items, because these, I'm so excited to talk about that, because these top 5 items, the food item, they come in this category. Either they're protein, or they're fiber, or they may be water, right? The number one, which is ACV, the apple cider vinegar. Now, apple cider vinegar is really a magic, I can tell you, because it contains a wonderful molecule which is known as acetic acid. Okay, and acetic acid, typically has some very good qualities. Now, when you have ACV early in the morning, just before a meal, typically slows down how food breaks down into glucose in your body. So essentially, it's kind of like slowing down the digestion process, and this makes you feel fuller and longer. Now, if you do not have ACV because you have to order it from outside, that's not a problem, because then you can have something like warm water or with a ginger or lemon, and this is really good. If you combine both, it can be magic, because lemons are high in vitamin C, which is a very powerful antioxidant, and this helps you to boost your immune system. And lemons also have the citric acid, right, which helps you in the digestion process as well. Lemons also helps you for the balancing the pH level, and then they help you to balance, have a good healthy weight, maintain a healthy weight. And the ginger, ginger also has a great amount of gingerol, which is a substance which is a very powerful antioxidant, and this helps you to reduce the oxidative stress and the chronic inflammation in the body. And if you look at the ginger, it helps you also to suppress the appetite. That means you have a lesser tendency to eat all the junk, and when you combine lemon and ginger, you are actually adding the best of the both worlds, and the best of the best properties you're getting in, and it creates a thermogenic effect, right? And this can increase your metabolism and also help you in the process of fat burn. So the next one is the millets. See, the millets are basically the Indian grains like jowar, like bajra, like ragi, foxtail millet, barnyard millets, and many more. So the millets are very rich in dietary fiber, and they have a very low GI, the glycemic index. So it gets slowly digested in our gut, and because of this, what happens, your blood sugar level doesn't rise suddenly. And because of the slow digestion, you also don't feel hungry. Your satiety level, that increases, and this can actually help you to reduce your cravings and prevent any kind of overeating. And this fiber also help you for the healthy digestion, which is essential for the weight management. And millets are also gluten free, so if you have some kind of celiac disease or gluten insensitivity, then it can be really useful for you. Millets are also a good source of protein. The proteins typically help you to build and maintain the muscle, and this can also help you to increase the metabolism. Millets are also rich in different nutrients like magnesium, then you have iron, vitamin B, and if you can have millet in the regular basis, you are getting a lot of fiber, and this also can work as a prebiotic which can help you for the gut health. So if you are somebody who are looking for losing weight, it is very essential for you have a healthy gut, because healthy gut is healthy digestion. That means you can have your fat loss faster. There are many things you can do with the millet. For example, you can have millet khichdi, you can have millet dosa, you can have millet salad, and this can be really tasty, also nutritious for you. Third one is the low calorie fruit. See, the fruits are highly nutrient dense, and they are filled with water and fiber, low calorie, and they can be really useful for you. And because there are so many fruits right now, for example, watermelon is 90% water, so super hydrating, can be used as a snacks, low calorie. Then you can have papaya. Papaya is also very fantastic for your digestion. It has a low calorie, then you can improve your digestion level. It has a good fiber and also reduce the bloating as well. Then they have apple. Apple, as you know, that one apple a day keep the doctor away. So apples are high in fiber, easy to carry in a bag, low in calorie, so it can be very useful snacks for you. Then you have oranges, all this Mossambi, which are citrus food. This can be really useful because they're highly refreshing, low calorie, loaded with the vitamin C, antioxidants, great for boosting your metabolism, immunity and all. Next, we'll talk about the non-starchy vegetables. So here we'll talk about leafy greens, for example, spinach, kale, methi. So you can have dal palak, sag, the methi paratha, which can be useful. Then you have cruciferous veggies, for example, cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage. From that you can make aloo gobi, you can make broccoli salad, right? Then you can hydrating veggies like bell peppers, tomato, cucumber. You can have cucumber and all as a snack. You can also use them as a salad. Then you have gourd family like lauki, kaddu, karela. In that you can make lauki ki sabji, pumpkin soup, then karela fry. It can be really useful. Then you have root vegetables, for example, carrots, beetroot. You have root, sweet potatoes. With this, you can make carrot, salad. You can have steamed beetroot. So all the veggies I'm talking to you, they are high in nutrition, they are high in fiber and low in calories. So they maintain the blood sugar, they improve the digestion, and they increase your satiety. And next, we'll talk about the protein-rich food, which is the most important part of the whole thing. So protein helps you for building and maintaining the muscle, and this is the benefit of the protein also, is that this gives you food, and protein has a very good satiety. Then it is essential if you're trying for losing fat, so that you don't get into overeating and binge eating. And always remember that you need to take the lean protein, not the protein with all kind of saturated fat. So what are the sources of protein? One of the sources I'll tell you, for the non-vegetarians, you can have eggs. Eggs can be a great source of protein. You can have boiled eggs, you can have omelets, you can have egg burji. Then you can have chicken, like chicken and fish, which can be a great source of protein. You can have chicken tikka, you can have grilled chicken, you can have fish fry. Then you have, if you're vegetarian, then there's so many sources also out there. Like there is tofu, there is soya, which is a good source of protein. There are paneer, and from that you can make paneer bhurji. Then you can make paneer tikka. You can make tofu fry, right? Then another source of protein I can tell you about, dal or legumes. This can be a great sources. So you can have moong dal, chilla, you can have masoor dal, you can have chole, you can have rajma, and these are the different sources of protein which essentially builds your the muscles and also help you for the fat loss. So I hope you like all these 5 foods to burn your belly fat. Just try all these foods and give me your feedback, how was the journey. And thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'd like to see you in the next video. Thank you.